the gas should be cleaned before it goes to the flare part.
On the modern tips, you used to steam dispersant in there to protect it, and atomize that to where it doesn't burn black like that.
Yeah.
This one we're putting right down here by the gated corner is going to be pretty close to people's houses down there. And if the wind right, you're going to blow it right back in that subdivision, even though it's evacuated.
We're going to have someone present at all times during the clearing process. For any adverse conditions, we would obviously regulate the flow and the amount of pressure being released or vented. Okay? So to alleviate the ice, please.
Anything else?
If you vent the aquifer, you vent the gas too sudden, is there a possibility of further collapse on the Earth's surface?
Well, I can't answer if there's an immediate possibility. That's the whole purpose of getting geoprobes in the ground. So as we start the venting process, to look what's happening in the immediate area. If you see something happen, we have a regulator to control that pressure.
Is there a possibility that happens?
I can't answer that question.
Before we're going to vent it off, we're going to make sure that we have that situation under control. It'll be monitored. We're going to have engineers on staff from Shaw, whoever it takes to get that resolved, so that's not going to happen, is what we'll see that takes place.
Elaborate on what the procedures are going to be to make sure it's safe? I mean, how do you know this?
When we get the wells in, we'll get the pressure on the well. First thing you have to do is know what you have down there, and that's the reason we're putting the wells in. So when we get the pressure on the wells, we'll feed that information back to Shaw's engineers, and they'll make that determination for us. That's why we brought their expertise in.
But if the well is meant too sudden, if there is a possibility, correct?
No, what you're looking at is, we want to be able to play safe.
I've been out of my house for 757 days. You need to carve your attitude too, mister. You look like you aggravated. Cheer up a little bit. We need to
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
All right.
Is there a possibility of it collapse?
No, we're looking to put the relief well, we want to be at the bottom of the clay and the top of the sand where we got here to operate. And gas is going to move through the sand, and we'll keep that at a low pressure. So what you're going to see, just like if you had gas coming through sand, pore space in between the sand, the gas is going to flow through there. That's why we don't want to pull any sand up to the surface. It's going to be a slow pressure through, maybe might only have 1 foot of preparation in that case. And the gas is going to flow there, and we're supposed to leave the sand in that box.
I'll try to answer your question. And what I would say is that if it wasn't done properly, there probably is that chance. And what I would say is that we're going to try to, we're planning to make sure it's going to be done properly. Okay?
The only question was it a possibility?
I would think that probably if it wasn't done properly, there would be a possibility, but we're going to make sure it's done properly. Yes, sir.
I want to say, I may come across as being upset, but I'm proud of you guys for coming out here and facing all this. I'm not mad at anyone. I'd like to address. Nobody's in the house, and mildew start to accumulate in the house. This has to be remedied as soon as you can.
What I will tell you is, and Shaw can tell you, I call them every day, can we move faster? Can we move faster, safer? And, you know, if it costs more money, tell us what it costs, and we're going to put it forward and try to get it done. I can't imagine what you're going through not being in your home for this long, but I will tell you that I know it can't be something that anyone wants to see go on. We're trying to move as quickly as possible and do it safely. You know, I know you all, you know, just listening to you when we're talking, everyone wants it done quickly, everyone wants it done safely, and I think that's the same goal we have. So, you know, I hope y'all recognize that we're all working towards the same thing. I can tell you, everyone's working really hard to try to get this resolved. We're bringing on every resource that we can to get it done. So I hope y'all understand that we have